Hello everybody, welcome back to BlankxsKorner. I'm going to try something new today and narrate over a game for you guys. I got my buddy Emmanuel on the bottom with me on the top. Looks like he rolled a 3 and I rolled a 5. Oh, he's rolling again. Either way, looks like I won the die roll. I believe I opt for him to go first in this game. I am pretty sure. I am piloting a dark deck with birds splashed in, and my buddy is piloting a magnificent beast. Alright, so we have 3 monsters set in each stack, flipping up the room service to get those extra 3 draws. Hopefully that could take him somewhere. He's checking out his set cards, putting 1 power card on his 3rd stack. Looks like he's just thinking about what to do here. This deck very much wants to rush into Magnificent Beast as soon as possible. Draw you a ton of cards, because he plays cards like Half Sisters that would really benefit from your opponent having a large hand size. Looks like he's passing it over to me. That is rough. I go ahead and play a Dark Soldier down the mid stack, and it looks like I'm just attacking his room service. You know you're in a rough position when your room service has no power cards on it at all, but you never know, he could have a surprise card in hand. Oh, looks like he angrily throws that room service into the grave. Looks like that'll be my first point there, so my 1 to his 0. Emmanuel's going to be on the play again, drawing a card, flipping up his Lizard Soldier in his 1 stack, playing a Deal with the Grave. But I'm reminding him here that you actually need to first get your card out of the grave before sending that stack to the grave. Just doing it in the correct order. So he puts a room service back to his mid stack, followed by a power card underneath. There was a lot of banter going on in this game. A lot of decision making. He's flipping up that room service to draw some more cards. Can't blame him. Room service is a phenomenal card, I have to say. Excellent for refilling your hand and having more options available to you. Looking at his set power card there, looks like he doesn't want to play it. Facing that Dark Soldier, not too much attack, and he just passes the turn over to me, it looks like. So back to me on the play. I'm gonna draw 1 card, filling me back up to 5. And it looks like I have some decision making as well. I'm just gonna, am I swinging in? It looks like I did, and I was met with a surprise end, just ending my turn, due to the new errata. Basically just negates the attack and ends the turn. So Emmanuel is back on the play. We got I think he just attacked into my Dark Soldier because he didn't have a target for the hat trick and didn't want to deal with it. So I think he just sort of kamikazed himself there, giving me 2 points, and my turn was short and sweet, moving him over to stack number 3 and putting a katana on him to end the turn. Looks like the camera angle is going to improve. Bear with me, folks. Looks like he selected and destroyed my katana, and then putting a concealed power on his Oni dragon, making it 19 to my 1000. Putting him on the board for a point. So I believe I am 2 to his 1. I go ahead and draw here. Yeah, I definitely need a better angle of all of the power cards that are present. I believe that's all that's on his Oni Dragon right now is a concealed power. And I think the dogs might have been getting out of hand at this point. This should probably be edited out, but it gives me a chance to think and decide what I'm gonna do next. Yeah, based on the shadows. Oh, so I'm gonna discard a hysteric bird to play a bird amethyst. So destroying a rock type monster will let me play this monster onto the board. So I put it facing his Oni Dragon on stack 3. And looks like I'm checking the graveyards to see what he's played, just so I have an idea of what I need to play through, because he does have an open slot on that Oni Dragon. So I do have to figure out a good way to do this, and I opt for the Chant of the Mountains. Every monster on my board gains a 600 power score, and he did have the surprise defense. So we are 2-2, I believe, at this point, and I am left with nothing. So he goes ahead and he moves his Oni Dragon over to the middle stack and just passes. And I go ahead and refill my hand. Let's see what we have. So we played through a surprise defense. Always good to note what surprise cards you've played through. They're very relevant in the game, and you basically need to respect them all the time. I'm not sure why he drew a card there. Oh, you know what? I think he did not fill back up to 5, and he was only holding 4. And I told him to go ahead and draw the card anyway, because I don't care, you know. This is just for fun. That looks like a resurrection of events, but I remind him that he can't play it because you need another available power slot in order to play that card. So he pulls it back, and he's attacking my stack. So a strange dark dragon with a shard of power, making me a 19. And I don't know math. Basic math skills are where I shut down. So I quickly realize, oh, I am at 19 as well as his 19, but I'm actually a rock type. So I'm going to get the advantage here and get point number 3 from this exchange. So I am at 3 to his 2. I'm drawing 2 more cards to fill me back up to 5. He has nothing on his board right now, so usually turns like this, if there's nothing on your opponent's board, if you can wall up a bit better, or usually just hold, you know, depending on the circumstance. But it looks like I'm just opting to hold. Now back over to Emmanuel, filling back up to 5. Let's see what he's holding here. Looks like he's going to play a Tennis King in slot 1, as well as a Half Sisters in slot 2. And that is definitely a Rising Moon he's playing on his Half Sisters, and he is attacking in to my Strange Dark. Half Sisters gains 500 power score per card in my hand, and I believe I was holding 5. So she was 25 to my 19, getting him the point. So we are currently 3-3. And it looks like I didn't have any playable monsters in that hand, so I went ahead and reshuffled, and I'm drawing a fresh 5. I don't think there were a lot of reshuffles this game. We're also playing standard rules, first to 5, and not destroying a card in hand when we whiff a playable monster. We're playing just standard. So he's in pretty good shape. Manual with 3 cards in hand, Tennis King, and a very beefy Half-Sisters. Half-Sisters is an interesting card. It sort of forces you to play more cards down to lower her score. But she definitely gets out of hand, especially when you're playing cards like Extra Hand. Alright, looks like I'm going to play a Dark Dingus face up, so I can play my Resurrection card to get a monster back from my grave. And I get the Hysteric Bird back. Awesome. Facing his Half-Sisters. Yeah, if you play a Dingus face up, you definitely, there's definitely a plan B happening. So a Hysteric Bird, pretty sweet, 1700 power score with one available slot. And I'm thinking here because, okay, so we have a Resurrection of Events to pull a Shard of Power. I think I might just be trying to burn cards in my hand to get that Half-Sisters down. So we've got a 2500 power score Hysteric Bird, which I attack into the Half-Sisters, which is quickly negated by Tennis King Ray, sending himself to the grave to negate the incoming attack of something on your opponent's board, excuse me. And it looks like that was all for my play phase. Back over to Emmanuel. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm only holding 2 cards here. So his Half-Sisters is currently at 1,000. So we'll see what he's got in terms of a game plan. Looks like he's playing a Return from the Grave as well. It's definitely what it looks like. He's looking through his graveyard. Don't worry, guys, I'm absolutely going to adjust the camera angle so you can see the power cards, but hopefully I can narrate them properly. So it looks like he's grabbing a Room Service and he's putting it face down in his 1 stack. Probably because he wants to, yet again, draw cards off of Room Service for the 3rd time. Putting a face-down power card underneath Half-Sisters to, I'm sure, maximize draw off of Room Service to net a few more cards. That card has gotten him a lot of gas this game. 3 different times that card drew for him. And he is destroying both the right and the left claw to play Magnificent Beast. Awesome that he got it. It's looking like a pretty good board right now on his end. That Mag Beast being at 1600 power score, but gaining 100 per card in my hand. So I believe he's an 18 right now. I think I'm only holding 2 cards. He's gonna put another face down power card underneath Room Service. And looks like he attacked into the Dark Dingus, but was met with a surprise end of my own, ending his turn. So I'm still at 3. To his 2, he might be at 3 points as well. I refresh my hand because I ended his turn, so I'm back on the play. And let's see. I only need 2 more points here, so I'm actually in a pretty good position after that surprise end, to be honest. Facing a Room Service with what I believe is 1 power card, but again, the angle is poor, so I do apologize. I'll know when he flips them up, though, at least. So it looks like I have some thinking to do. I'm going a bit slow here. Trying to possibly calculate a lethal combo. The math in this game is fairly simple, though. Looks like I'm going to play a sleeping diamond bird facing his room service, which is amazing. Followed by a Kiss the Fist, increasing his power score by 800. He's currently 1,000. Let's see what I follow this up with. Looks like I'm going to play a Lay Dark, which is an AoE 500 power score buff for all of my dark monsters. So I'm not buffing the Sleeping Diamond Bird, but just the Hysteric Bird and the Dark Dingus are getting buffed. Looks like I'm still trying to figure it out here. Doing some simple math, ladies and gentlemen, my one weakness. And I'm looking through his discard pile again, just to see what else I potentially have to deal with, what else he can potentially throw at me, because I don't think I've played around a surprise defect yet, so I am concerned about that. Just trying to run over his room service, as well as, let's face it, the Dingus isn't going to run over Mag Beast, so. Played a Rising Moon. I could tell you exactly what happened here. I played a Rising Moon on Dark Dingus just to eliminate the threat, and he aggressively threw down a surprise defect and destroyed the Rising Moon. And I follow that with a surprise defense I'm just going to manually activate. I attack into his I attack with my Hysteric Bird into his half-sisters, which isn't big enough. And he monster swaps me here, but it doesn't matter because monster swap allows us to change positions of two of our guys, so he opts for room service, of course, and I agree to give him Dark Dingus because it is still smaller. And then he jokingly just picks up his cards so that final attack can't go through. And that is the game. That will close it out. 5 me to 3 him, I believe. Really good game, really back and forth. Well, thank you guys for watching. Those of you tuned in, let me know what you think, and let me know if you want more of these. All right, thanks, guys.